Talking a little bit about my journey going to see another crop circle, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about astrology. I haven't been live for like a week, so I'm just kind of getting back. It's also, we have like 5 planets in retrograde right now, about to be 6, so we have a lot going on astrologically. So I've just been kind of chilling and getting other things done with my life lately. So give it a sec so some people can find me and I'll get started. I want to talk a little bit about some of these sacred site areas, such as Stonehenge, and some of these kind of ley line areas too, because it's been something that's been pulling me to them on my journey. And, you know, we have this grid that encases the earth, this network of energy, this ley line system, and it's very powerful to be near or channeling the energy in these places and connecting with the earth in these places. A lot of people are feeling guided or led to go to some of these, you know, crazy energetic vortex type areas or these Stargate areas to check them out on their spiritual journey in some type of way. And I've really been guided over here to the United Kingdom, to these ley line areas, so that I can be using these energies for my own ascension and my own healing journey that I'm on here. These energetic areas are very, very powerful in different ways depending on where you are in the world and where you're kind of checking out the energies. They all have, you know, different vibrations, different frequencies, just as every city on the planet would have a different frequency. So with these energetic centers. Hi, good morning. I'm just giving it a second so people can find us. I want to talk a little bit about my journey going to a crop circle. I've still been offline, off-grid since I went to the crop circle. This is my first video since then, and I probably will be taking another break for a minute and not being back for a minute. So I just wanted to come say hi for a minute. A lot of my admins know because I kind of joke about it, and I'm like, yeah, last time I went to the crop circle, I needed like 3 weeks off to integrate what was going on a physical level. So I did just visit this last crop circle, and it was in Surrey, England. It's kind of over by London. It's kind of far from where I live too. It was quite a journey, right? And it's really hard for me to put this stuff into words, but I'm very energy sensitive. As a lot of you guys are having spiritual awakenings, you're becoming more and more energy sensitive, and we all process energy in different ways. This ascension energy coming in, other people's energies, we're always picking up on people's vibrations, different feelings from them. Could be just like you're out in the matrix and you're picking up on vibrations. So we all process this energy differently. I'm becoming more and more energy sensitive. My boyfriend's really energy sensitive, and you know, it has very real effects on your aura and your energy systems. It is an electromagnetic frequency, and we're made of electromagnetic energies. So when you go in those crop circles, it does very real things to your energy. This last one seemed more powerful than the first two that I was in. It was also made on the night of the solstice, and that's a powerful energy gateway. And, you know, I'm always using those space storms for my ascension anyway, and it seemed a lot stronger. I got a rash from that one. I look at what happens with the crop circle is it leaves an imprint. And it's on these energy vortex areas of the earth that are very powerful anyway. Like in terms of the earth's magnetic ley line systems where these crop circles are occurring. And, you know, that crop circle happens and it leaves an imprint of sorts, but it leaves the energy behind. And, you know, they've done a lot of really scientific studies to show that that the effects will last for 2 weeks, that it will leave radiation there for like 2 weeks. And, you know, they don't really know a lot. I've been looking into a lot of very scientific kind of stuff lately, and they don't really know a lot about radiation. You know, NASA's really afraid of space radiation. They're like, it will give you cancer and it will kill you. I think the only thing that they have to compare it to, though, would be Earth radiation, where they make things like Hiroshima happen and set off, like, you know, nuclear devices, and they're like, oh, that's radiation, or 5G radiation, right? Man-made synthetic bad radiation for you. I think it's a lot like the ascension energies coming into the planet, and it's having a different effect on everyone, and that is radiation. Right now we're getting hit with the same kind of particles of radiation coming in with these ascension energies, so I kind of look at it like that. So I kind of got a rash, a skin thing from it. I've seen a lot of people that have, from really scientific accounts that I've heard of people, you know, studying them. I got like kind of like a skin rash. It definitely irritated my skin. It made me itch and burn all everywhere. The other two did too. It makes you, it makes my energy feel like it just got like blasted with something radioactive. It makes me itch and burn, right? Makes me itch and burn. I actually got, like, I took pictures. I had, my whole back was all red and I was turning all red from it. You're being exposed to radiation. And so, like I said, the only thing that they can compare this stuff to is it must be bad and it will give you cancer. Well, I think that's what's happening with the energies, that if you're not at a good place with your light body, it could be having a negative effect on people, making them sick, giving them cancer, and things like that. And, you know, I've done a lot of spiritual work and a lot of, like, work on myself, too, energetically. So I've been getting led there. You know, I have my concerns that I'm always in uncharted territory over here, and I'm just kind of making my own path going, you know, through my experience here on this planet. And so it's kind of crazy, right? Even as usual, I over my head. But, you know, these ascension energies have always had a very positive impact on me. It might feel like I'm dying when I'm going through a light body upgrade, or, you know, I have ascension flu going through this journey I've been on for several years now, but, you know, it's doing something amazing to our bodies. You can see that we're transforming, we're evolving, that it's been good for us. I think that it depends on where you are energetically as to how you're processing these energies, whether it's a space storm or crop circles or, you know, these kind of crazy things that I've been doing. It's been nothing but amazing to be exploring some of these ley line areas. I had some of the most amazing moments of my spiritual journey in Shasta and in California, you know, finding myself and doing, you know, going deeper within myself. And I had some amazing experiences there. It was a much different energy, though, than over here in the UK. And it has a different past connections as well. I have been very drawn to Stonehenge. A lot of people have seen that I was just doing videos there, and I was just there for the solstice. I have my calendar out. I am going back Saturday. Wait. Let's see. I don't even know what day it is, as usual, right? This is 5D. No idea. Time is an illusion. All right. Next Saturday, we will be going back there. I have been pulled to these rocks and these places. I actually met my boyfriend at Stonehenge. It sounds really crazy. I love telling him when he tells people that story. So these rocks clearly are important to me. You can see that throughout my life plan. They keep playing a role in the experiences that I've been having. Like, I was just back there for the solstice, and it was like, it felt like the best astral kind of experience, like so high vibe, dreamlike. I can only look at these, like going through these experiences, that those rocks are like an altered state of consciousness. They induce an altered state of consciousness. They do things to my pupils too. I haven't looked lately, but they make my pupils huge. Like for like 3 weeks afterwards, when I was there last time, my pupils were huge. I noticed. I'm not the only one, right? I have to look at these kind of things scientifically. It's almost like, because I'm studying this stuff too, right? It's almost like it is inducing an altered state of consciousness. And you can tell with people's pupils and things when they're in these ley line kind of areas and these porthole type of areas. There are a lot of portholes, realms, and dimensions here, especially in the United Kingdom and in other parts of the world that are very spiritual. I think that we're starting to get the hint that there are other worlds out there. And this is going to bring me to that we're going to be seeing a lot of ships. They have hitting mainstream news that there is a asteroid about to pass by. They say it's an asteroid about to pass by this planet today. I forget what time. Of course today, right? And it's huge. It's like the size of at least 3 football fields. I think it's a craft. You can't convince me that it's not actually a craft doing a flyby of our planet, and that maybe, you know, the people putting out the news and their sources may know other things, you know, that we don't at this point. Because, you know, there is some control over the media and what people are shown around here. But we're getting ready for some very real disclosure type things to happen with this ascension as well. We have crazy energy right now. A lot of you guys have been feeling these geomagnetic energies coming in. We have a lot of ascension energies coming in, and we have an eclipse. I'm looking at the calendar because there's so much stuff on it. I'm like, I have all this stuff for months already put on here. I just pulled it out. I haven't seen it for months. Been ready. All right. We have an eclipse of the sun on Tuesday, and you know eclipses come in pairs. it's perfect because the solstice is about, right now we are merging those same energies with the solstice, so it'll just amplify that solstice energy. You know, heaven and earth meeting, colliding, call it what you want. We have some powerful energies coming, so, you know, we know that there's going to be a whole new storm hitting this weekend. A lot of people are energy sensitive and might feel these energies. Someone was asking me, like, what will you be feeling? It depends on, like, how I said, like, how you process these energies, right? I'm getting more and more energy sensitive as I'm doing this ascension to the incoming ascension energies. I always have been. It's why I thought it would be beneficial for me in my life to learn the energy cycles and learn about the different energies coming in, so that I could better assimilate those energies and not be getting thrown all around. So it's really helped me to kind of learn the energy cycles, and I always try to get on here on live feed and share that with you guys so that you know what's going on with these ascension energies. This is a new moon energy that is coming with this storm right now. A lot of people are starting to feel it or have been feeling it, and we're supposed to be planning our intentions, seeding our intentions for, you know, the things we want to manifest, our goals. We've been using this energy over here to get organized, to put in a lot of work, right? We're kind of rebuilding our lives over here. If everyone would just go within and start to, you know, make their world a better place, rebuild their lives, you wouldn't believe how fast the entire collective could shift. I mean, like on a collective level. As we're transforming our worlds and changing them, it's making the collective change on every level. Good morning. Yeah, I'm going back there to Stonehenge. I know, thanks for reminding me. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm still assimilating this crop circle energy. I could only describe it as a really powerful light body upgrade, like on very real levels. And I was joking around like I needed even more time after the last time I was playing in it. I'm pretty sure that doing my videos, a lot of you guys might have seen that. I was channeling out radioactive energy via Facebook, which makes me happy. It's no different than the ascension storms, but on a larger level. So that made me happy that I was able to connect with a lot of people and channel that energy out too. It will really help level everyone up. So I'm going back to Stonehenge for a private ceremony so it's next Saturday. I'm going to rent the rocks out for my own private access event. We have been having people come over here and do spiritual things with me over here, and we pretty much already did a retreat over here. It was real good practice. So I'm going to be renting out Stonehenge for a private access. I'm going to do 2 events. In the spring I'm going to do, and I'm going to do them very cheaply too for people. I'm going to do a private Stonehenge where we initiate and activate you there, and we'll do some type of, you know, meditation ceremony and things like that. We'll do one day Stonehenge, the next day Avebury, like a 2-day retreat in the spring, and then in the summer we're going to do another 2-day retreat in Glastonbury, exploring those areas. These are like some of the most spiritual places on the planet. Where I am, it's really crazy energy. Of course, you know, we had to map them out by the space storms too. We don't just do anything normal, we always do everything in level space storms so we can be doing crazy things, and it's really just been amazing to be doing that already. We already did those sites before for a retreat, and it was amazing. So I'm planning that because apparently Stonehenge is booked like 6 months in advance, so I'll be getting the dates together. I had to consult my moon calendar over here. So I'm getting these 2 things set up that will be really awesome, amazing weather. I'm looking forward to it because you know, I've been trying to do my own kind of things off of Facebook here, and it's been pretty amazing to connect with people in some of these areas, and I'm definitely ready to be taking my mission a step farther. Like, I'm planning out a lot more like sacred sites so I can go do other things around the British Isles. Scotland and Wales are also on the same island here. So I want to go explore more of the British Isles. For me, I've been here about a year, and it's taken me a minute to assimilate because I'm in like a whole new universe over here. Trust me, it's like a different planet. It's a different frequency too, right? I'm on a different chakra of the earth than I'm used to. It's a different frequency, so it's been taking me a while of upgrades and getting used to these energy shifts over here. And this is a powerful place for ascension right now, right here, because we have the heart chakra and the third eye chakra of the planet here, which is very rare. It's generating a really powerful energy in these areas. All right, so we have, just to clarify before I wrap this up, because I am kind of off grid, I've been kind of doing my own thing over here. All right, so we have eclipse energy coming, we have new moon energy. You guys should be getting used to using your abilities. I know in 3D we like to have our jobs and plans and all this stuff, right? But the fifth dimension is about going with the flow. There's a lot of uncertainty with that. You kind of had to start to use your abilities more to make your way. So we should be really practicing with manifesting. This is a school for creators. It's nothing more than a simulation. Most everything you see is the illusion. It's just a place that we can use our abilities and get back to who we are as light workers. So we should be manifesting with this new moon energy. It's really powerful energy hitting the planet. It's extra windy here. And you know, that's the Earth's energy around here. I'm not used to connecting with the Earth's energy like that. The ley line energy is just everywhere in some of these areas, especially where I live. And you can just feel when these ascension energies are coming in, how they're hitting the Earth's grid and just flying around, right? And getting distributed globally. And it's powerful energy around. We should be learning how to use that energy to direct it into our lives, to manifest, to create. So for me, I was just saying that I have to use the cycles to manifest for my site and my mission that I do. So I put out a lot of good intentions during the new moon, which hopefully will come back to me with the full moon 2 weeks later. So this is time for us to be seeding our intentions. Every thought you're having is seeding something, right? So we really had to be careful. These energies are changing. The dynamics on the planet are changing. Gaia is losing density, so are we. And as we're become lighter, we're going up in dimension. And as that is occurring, we need to be very careful with our thoughts, right? Every thought we're putting out has a frequency. It's having an impact on our reality, but it's also programming our subconscious. And, you know, we have to be really, really more and more careful with our thoughts so that they're not seeping into our reality in ways that we don't like. Good morning. More mastery over your mind. It takes practice. I know, right? This stuff takes practice and hard work. People are figuring that out. A lot of people are really, really changing the foods they're eating and doing everything right. But if you're still thinking toxic thoughts, it's having a toxic effect on your body. It's always really important, what you're thinking about and what you're talking about. Make sure it's aligned with the higher version of yourself. The goal is to become the best version of ourselves that are possible, right? We want to embrace and act like, our higher self on every level, become a better person. Really put your energy into your own life right now, because we have 5 planets in retrograde, like I mentioned at the beginning of this, about to be 6. And when we have these retrograde alignments, it's meant to, make us go within. So a lot of times I feel like unplugging more, right? I don't feel like doing my videos. Sorry, I'm not around. So I feel like going within more, spending more time with myself, meditating, reflecting, manifesting, planning things out. So make sure that you're putting your energy inward right now. It's really important that we're working on ourselves while we have this time. A lot of people are always, worried about what everyone else is doing, focused on everything outside of them. Make sure that you're putting the focus back on yourself right now with these retrogrades. A lot of times your body might feel it. If you're an empath or you're really geomagnetic energy sensitive, you might feel like you just don't want to move, or you need a second to recalibrate, because it feels like things are going backwards energetically with these retrogrades, even though they're not. We have Neptune has been playing a huge role in this ascension, which I think is awesome, because this is the Atlantis group, and that is the planet of Poseidon, and Poseidon was from Atlantis, as you know. So we have Neptune, right? Seeing through the illusion. So a lot of the times the things that are not spiritually based in your lives crumble. It's really important that you guys are, living in alignment with who you are spiritually. A lot of the illusion, you might be seeing through it more and more. Like you might be reading people better and better, having premonitions, dreams, lots of synchronicities. I've been seeing tons of synchronicities, right? I had to go to London, and I'm always thinking, oh, I should never go near there, right? But I'm seeing every time I look at the clock, I'm seeing tons of synchronicities with this energy. With these eclipses, it's going to have an energy reset on us. So some of you guys might already be feeling the need to stop and rest and recalibrate now to be ready for that eclipse. It's going to kind of, it emits this energy like a shock wave across the planet. And the first one I got to see, it's the solar eclipse we're going to have first, and then we have a lunar eclipse. And it's going to force not one energy reset, two in a row, because they come in pairs. So we're going to see two major energy resets or shifts. We know that astrology can create huge energy shifts as well. And, you know, this ascension goes hand in hand with what's happening astrologically on this planet too. So you guys might be feeling a need to reset your energies now. I've just been doing like a lot of cleaning. I'm going to go do some cleaning after my videos. Right, cleaning, healing, right, purifying, things like that. A lot of times you guys are feeling that when we have a lot of lunar energy around. You should be like spring cleaning your houses, getting rid of things in your houses that no longer serve you. A lot of times we hold on to a lot of objects in our life, in our houses that we're not using, and we don't understand like the energy components and how that can block us from bringing new creations into our life. So more spring cleaning, more kind of getting ready for this lunar energy. It's going to be really powerful. So this entire month is powerful astrologically too. Like almost half of the month is going to be really powerful gateway days that we could be using for our ascension. So I would really put the focus back on yourselves, back on manifesting, back on getting your life in order.